that. You can't say that on the internet. Say that.
It just sounds so dorky.
So when I can't sleep, I'm on TikTok all the time. And so there's been a thing with friends, siblings, couples that do
So what are we? Are
irks
we
me.
friends? Are we couples?
We're all of the above.
You know, Dan and I are a couple. You and Rachel couple, and then you and Dan
We're a
are best
couple.
friends.
I thought we were a couple.
We're a couple of
but-
doofuses.
Oh my god! And they do like a voiceover, obviously to make it funnier, to change your voice. But you just go through.
Oh, we're doing that one.
What really irks me? Yeah, that's what.
So should
Okay.
I move my mouth while you speak?
There we go. No.
Then
Then we have to insult ourselves.
So you you insult yourself by being my words, and I just move my lips. You just gotta go like this. And
I
then,
meant change your voice.
Well, we're not going to change our voice.
No, that's just what they do on TikTok.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it'd be funny because on here, I
Listen.
like when you get
Okay,
loud.
so
many people
I-
on TikTok don't understand what comedy is. And so what they do is literally just have the most basic conversations and then use a voice filter.
well,
but they get
right.
3 million views.
I know. It's
Well-
because, hey, baby, what's the average IQ of Americans? We learned this today.
98.
98. These are the people who are voting in our elections and deciding what
What's
is
the highest
comedy.
What's the highest IQ you can get?
Like 170, 180.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
when I took the test, I only got a 2. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
So, because earlier I thought it was funny how you were like, it just. I can't say that.
You can say pisses.
You can't say that on the internet. I'm just kidding.
It just pisses me off that you just leave your trash in my door. And I'm
Yep.
like, what?
Well,
That's
now
what it's
now
for.
you're getting rid of one of mine, baby.
Welcome to
What irks
being around a woman.
You know,
Okay, Dan.
We could have
So-
we could have named this podcast Disorganized Anger.
Yeah. So last podcast, yes, you always yell at me because I messed up. Last podcast we did, I complimented you.
Yeah.
No. I still screwed this up.
Yep.
2 weeks ago's podcast. Listen, the timeline screws me up.
On episode 5.
Okay, I don't remember that part. So on episode,
I messed it up. Episode 6.
oh jeez. So on episode 6 of the podcast, I complimented you because I lost the soup challenge. Which, mind you, I have been sick free for 2 weeks now, which has been great. Anyway, so you got to go first on what irks you about me.
Okay.
So wait. We gotta prepare ourselves, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the part of the show where we roast each other with irks.
What irks me?
Why are you changing your voice?
Because I'm gonna be an evil villain.
So you're gonna be Michael Jackson.
I sound nothing like Michael
So
Jackson.
you're
I sound
creating
very
a,
much like an evil
you're
scientist.
creating a character now.
Fine, I won't be a character.
So like Stevie Wonder being blind, it's just a character.
All right. What irks me about you? Are we
There's a
doing
little
one? Are we
flamboyancy
doing?
in that?
One each at a time.
Is this your irking or mine? Fine. What irks me about you is you say I'm flamboyant randomly. Apparently, this was I think the only time you've ever said it. All right, so are we doing 1-1 and then
Yeah.
like back and forth?
Yeah.
I guess,
Okay.
but that one didn't count. You gotta do
Okay.
it again. Start
All right.
over.
What irks me about you, Tyler? Sometimes you're just in a mood. Sometimes you're just upset about something or just life. I don't know what it is. And then you take that anger out on me and probably Rachel.
Okay, pot.
Same thing.
Okay, pot. I'm
don't-
kettle. I guess we're both black. What are you? Excuse me.
So wait, I can't have an irk that I also have?
Yes.
What do you mean? It has to be exclusive?
Do you leave trash everywhere you go? No. That's why it irks.
That's
me
true.
not
I
to do
clean
it.
up trash everywhere I go.
So wait a second. So
But Tyler, you get real down on the dump and then you get real frustrated. I don't present angrily at people like I'm mad at you. Do I? Do I present like I'm mad at you?
We had the same face. We both looked at each other, mouth agape.
Do I? Do I present to you like I don't want to be around you when I'm upset?
He'll be like,
Yeah.
Oh,
he'll be like,
well.
you're in a mood today.
Yeah, you always say
How
that, but
many
it doesn't. I
Man,
don't think.
I said it on a podcast not too long ago. It was really a long time ago. It was like towards the beginning when we started doing this. I said, Danny's in a mood, so he's got to get stuff off his chest. You were in a mood all day, and you wouldn't tell us what it was. And it happened to be something about your stupid internet company. You're talking about me getting angry about stupid stuff.
What irks you, Tyler?
What irks you, Tyler? Your turn.
What irks me? What irks me?
Yeah. What
is
irks
the
you, Tyler?
fact that you can't see the problems in your own thinking.
I see the. Oh, I see so good, Tyler. I just didn't realize nobody has brought it to my attention that when I'm upset about something, that it feels like I don't want them to be around me. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when you're
That's
upset.
not how you presented that.
Well, that's what I meant. When you're upset, Tyler, you seem like you don't want me. I'm going to only talk about myself, talk for myself. You seem like you don't want me around. You seem very annoyed by my presence in my existence.
This happened? Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
All the time
Okay,
when you're upset about something.
Now that you have presented it that way, and Erika, you can correct me if I'm wrong. That's not how you presented it in the first place.
Okay, my
But
bad.
now that you've presented it that way, you are correct, and I will own that.
Okay.
But me just getting angry for no reason,
I didn't say for no reason. I said you're mad about something. I don't know what it is necessarily.
you're saying that I'm distant when I'm upset.
And then project it.
Kind of
I
sometimes.
will own that because I am. Because you know why? Because I am not trying to take my frustrations out on other people.
Same.
I try to control my emotions as I talk like some weird shrink. Okay. I will own that. Okay. Now that you presented it that way, it makes sense.
Okay,
But
that's-
next time, don't project your own issues onto somebody else.
Well, I wasn't trying to. I just projected. I did it wrong.
Pot calling kettle black, man. Anyway,
Racist.
that's not, no.
Go on. What's your irk? Wait, you already said an irk, right?
No, he didn't say.
Oh, what's your irk?
I started to, and then you cut me off because you got upset because I misunderstood the way you explained something because you explained it so poorly. You know what irks me?
What?
Your time management skills. That's what
Okay.
irks me.
All right. That's acceptable. I understand.
Last
that.
week when we came to record, this was last week because this happened last week.
I know.
Last week when we came to record, I sat here for 30 minutes. You said I'll be a couple minutes late. In what reality is 30 minutes a couple minutes late? Nope. There's no excuse. In what reality is that acceptable?
You know what? You're right. Hey, if I could have seen the future when I sent that text message an hour before we agreed to meet up, if I could have seen the future, I would have said, hey, I'm going to be like a half an hour late. I was unaware that my daughter was going to give me such a hard time.
You could have just said, hey, Tyler,
What?
I'm going to be a little late. And that's acceptable. Not when I hear a couple. What's a couple? A couple is two.
I'm pulling out my phone because I want to see if I said a couple minutes late. Because I said that today, and it was actually a lie because I was here directly on time.
And that's why I thought it was okay for me to go get food.
And it was. All right. It was okay. All right. We talked about Call of Duty.
Erika has caused problems in our relationship. She
Okay.
started
all right.
this.
To be fair, I said a few minutes late. To be fair.
Okay.
What irks you about me?
A few is
No,
still
we're not done with him. yet.
A few is still not
You said
30
you're
minutes.
Quick. You don't have to defend yourself. It's just what.
This is
Well-
how Danger Toast does it. We ain't on the TikToks. We're on the YouTubes.
We have longer than 15 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
It's up to 5 minutes on TikTok.
Whatever they got.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Chinese ain't stealing my identity. Anyways. I had another one, but I'm trying to remember
Time
what it was.
management.
Yeah, you said my time management. Okay. Mr. Exaggeration, which I get. I also exaggeration. But when you're upset,
Here he goes again, projecting his own issues
no.
onto me.
But when you're upset, you exaggerate the validity of your upsetness.
Explain.
So today, when I said
45 minutes.
well,
15 minutes is not an exaggeration.
yes, it is. When you're talking in the scope of less than an hour, 15 minutes off is an exaggeration. If you said, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and then you showed up 30 minutes later, that's an under exaggeration of time.
Like we did last week.
Kind of.
No,
Stop
he said
it.
a few.
I said a few minutes, which is 3+. So, anyways. So that's it. Yeah.
You know what irks me
What?
about you? You always think you're right. All the time.
Everybody
Okay.
does.
No.
Okay, Tyler, that was my irk.
I'm glad I stole
My
it.
irk. I
That was
always
your
have-
irk for him?
Yes.
Yeah, see? You always think you're right.
Who doesn't?
Me! I will admit if I think I'm wrong.
So you say something. You say something into
knows
existence.
all.
You go, hey, this is pink, but I might be wrong. I
No.
think, or you're saying, I think I'm wrong.
That's
I
not
took
an
this
exact-
one class, so I know all about the one subject, and then I have to defend myself how I know about that subject.
That is not an accurate. Dan, I can look at
Did
this.
you smack my computer?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I can look at this and know that it's pink, and I'm right about that color.
Okay.
So at that stage of the game, I am right.
Give me an example.
I can sit here and say,
Baby.
Dan, I am holding. Hold on a second, Erica. This is my turn. I can
You guys have to share.
I'm helping you.
I can sit here and say, Dan, I am holding a Monster Energy drink behind my back, and the color of it is green.
That's a lie.
No, it's green.
How?
That is the color. Because I know for a fact that's green. I know for a fact that this behind my back is green.
Okay.
If I were to pull it out from my back, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I got the color wrong. It's pink. I don't continue to sit there and say, no, this is green.
When do I do that?
Okay, I have a better example.
Yeah, give me
We
no,
got
wait. I don't want a metaphor
No,
or,
it's an example.
I want an example of when I do this.
Okay, that we brought up when we were talking about split, the
Okay.
different diagnoses and everything. You kept arguing with me about something that I have a flippin' degree in.
What?
A master's degree in forensic
No,
psychology.
no, I know what you have a degree in. What
It
were
was
you
something
arguing
about
about?
disorder, and you were like, "No, that's not DID." And I'm like, "Baby."
No,
There was something on it about a mental health disorder, and I'm like, "Baby, I have a master's degree in this specific thing." Like, well, I took a class in psychology too.
no.
And I'm like, "Well, wait
First
a minute."
off-
I also have an example.
Okay, I want to hear it, but real quick, that was my lack of hearing. I thought you were saying PID.
We've had multiple conversations with psychology,
Yes.
and my degree has not changed.
Yeah.
You know how many times this man, hold on. You know how many times that this man, I stubbed my toe because I can't hear. Oh,
I can't drive. 'cause
I
my
drive.
wife is
My
on.
equilibrium's off because I can't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you supposed to drive while dizzy?
Or you just man up.
Just drive while being dizzy?
Oh, I fell asleep because I can't hear anything.
Listen,
out
I
of
learned
here.
that from my dad. I learned that from my dad. All right, apparently this is the Roast Dad podcast. All right, Rachel, what was your example?
One of our very first podcasts, we were talking about Apple, and you were so confident that the majority of people were Microsoft users or Android users.
No, I said-
Android
You were
users.
so confident. You said like 3 times without a doubt that they were the most popular users
did.
of
Because
like,
you use
phones.
Android.
Because you use Android.
Yep.
That's
and
no.
then Erika looked it up, and it was like 56% was Apple users.
Rachel, I fact checked him all the time.
I know,
because
And
it
he-
happened again
usually
at some
his
point.
opinion he thinks is right. I'm like, hold
But
on,
he
baby.
never
Hold on.
apologizes
Yes,
when he's
I
wrong.
do.
Until I debunk you, and then you're like, well, okay, well, that one website.
No,
Like, wait
that's
a
not
minute.
true.
You always ask which website. I know.
When I am proven wrong, I say, my bad, I was wrong. Just like with the Apple thing, I said, well, my bad, I was wrong. I didn't just keep going and saying I was right. I don't
To be
remember.
fair, I can't necessarily blame you for that because it's a learned trait. you've learned that trait. I'm not gonna say how, at least because not on podcast. I'm not gonna say how you learned that. I'll tell you afterwards.
I know, like everybody knows where you learn a trait from like that. Suck it, mom and dad. You failed. I'm a horrible, horrible human being.
No, they just thought everything you did was special.
I'm just very sure of myself. All right?
Because
I'm very sure of myself. Listen, I'm the best kind of person.
But it gets to a point.
I
where
know that for a fact.
when I say I can't wait to see you later, you're like, yeah, I
know
know.
it
Great.
for a fact. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I want to take a break. Let's not get on each other. We can get on our significant others now.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Turn the heat off, fan.
Okay. Well, thank you. 'Cause it's been me for quite a long time. All right, guys. So there's been some speculations that people have come to me about. The fact that I always call my girlfriend a ginger. Her voice isn't that far off from Tyler's. We talk about her being roughly the same height.
Is that an insult to Tyler or me? I don't know. Keep going.
I know magic. I just changed Tyler into a woman.
Very attractive woman. Good job.
Thanks.
You had good bones.
Anyways. So
Where am I? What? Where did I go?
I teleported you to the netherworld of behind the camera. Anyways, we are now going to do what irks each other. You never grab the microphone by that part ever. Right here is where you move it from, okay? Not this. You don't, is that how you move a mic?
Apparently, when I turn into a woman, I lose my brains as well.
What irks me about you is you don't know how to move a microphone.
I almost peed.
Please don't pee in my chair.
Help it. I've had 3 kids.
It's habitat for humanity.
Listen,
Somebody's probably already
I would
peed in
have-
that chair.
I peed on it.
We're gonna have to get some puppy pads in here.
You just can't make me laugh that hard.
Okay. So what irks me about you is we kind of brought it up earlier. I've called you this before. You're the trash panda.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Right.
And you leave trash. You leave a trail of trash wherever you are. You are Hansel and Gretel in the woods, but with trash. If I ever wanted to find you and we were lost anywhere, like no matter what, I can find you.
I do that.
Baby, like if we ever go out into the woods, like we're like, hey, let's go camping. I'm going to bring a bunch of Hershey Kisses. Okay?
I would just throw them on the ground.
That's the whole thing.
I would.
You would eat it and just you would say, screw you, nature. Some little chipmunk's going to come by and choke on this foil. And no,
I won't. I don't even spit my gum.
you need to talk to the mic.
You're trying to get your girlfriend canceled by the internet
I am. No,
Why?
because littering's bad.
for littering in the woods.
I wouldn't litter in the woods.
I know you wouldn't. But anyways,
Some
I
poor
am the
turtle's gonna
opposite.
get
Like,
straw up its nose.
Oh, that's a sad video. I don't even spit out my gum anymore because I think of a bird choking on it because I think it's a tasty treat. It's trash in just in my car and just
in my house.
I will literally open like I did it earlier. I made the spicy soup and then I just left it next to his bed.
Yep.
I didn't.
Not
put it
even
in
empty,
trash.
by the way.
Did you eat it?
Oh yeah.
She ate it, but she left the broth in the bowl on the side of my bed.
My
Not
bedroom-
on my bed, but on my side table.
My bedroom is the bedroom that has 50 water bottles.
Yep.
Like that's me.
What I do, you know what I do? So I lay in bed and I drink water, and I take the water bottle and I crush it and I toss it out my door. Because then when I get up, I walk past it, I grab it, throw it away. That's what I do.
Okay, you may pick up your trash, but your laundry is a different story.
That was my
Okay.
second irk. You need to stop stealing my irks, man.
Hey,
You need to stop it. We're on the same
Listen,
level.
we know this man way too well.
But
Way too well.
why is this hurt
Okay,
Dan's
okay.
feelings day?
It
No, I'm
doesn't
just
hurt
kidding.
my
I don't
feelings that I'm
care.
a trash panda.
It doesn't hurt my
I
feelings.
know. I own
just,
up to it.
I'm unoffendable. Anyways,
I'm unoffendable.
Lies.
I get it.
I am unoffendable.
You get
Lies.
defensive, baby. You
I get defensive, but I'm not
which
offended.
means you're offended.
No, it does not.
Then let it happen.
I love debating. And I love debating about myself
It
even more.
irks me.
This man
Yeah.
just stares at himself in the mirror debating.
I do. I debate with myself. You're pretty great. No, I'm the greatest. No, you're pretty great. You're not the greatest yet.
But okay, to defend
Anyways.
myself, I eventually go and pick up all that trash. It just takes me like a few days. When normal people do it once a day. I eventually go pick up all the trash. It's snack trash.
In your house,
You make me seem like it's just like
in
trash.
in your house, you pick up the trash.
No, it's when it's
But
your,
in my car, in my house,
I randomly clean your house.
that's true. Hey, listen, I'm not
I
saying
make
you,
up for it.
I'm not saying you're a bad person, Erika.
I'm
You
doing-
asked me to say something that irks
I'm doing
me.
what you do. I'm doing what you do. Do you see how this feels? Doesn't
Yep.
it feel like I'm a little offended?
No.
Daniel, what was your excuse before you were dating Erica and all the trash was in your car?
Lazy. Somebody else did it. Some
Okay.
homeless guy came by and he saw an open window. He just started tossing trash in.
It irks
You
me.
mean the one that stole your clothes?
That's right. I gave it to him willingly.
It irks me that your clothes are so wrinkly all the time. Like before the podcast today, you put on a shirt that had more wrinkles than shirt. And you're like, is this good? And I'm like, if you want to look like you just pulled this out of a Goodwill bin. It irks me, babe. It just looks like you don't know how to do your laundry. And that's why I'm like, I can't wait to do your laundry.
Have you seen his laundry? It
I've
stays
done
in
it.
the dryer.
It just sits there. In the washer, too.
Not the washer.
You
Whoa.
will put dirty clothes into
Yeah.
the washer and then just chill them in there.
Yeah. Okay. You
But
have
that's not
to
gonna
wait,
get
wait, wait,
mildewy.
wait. The context of the washer needs to be said. I don't put the clothes in the washer, run the washer, and then leave them there because that's mildew. I put the listen.
The washer's still wet.
No, it's not. You think washers are just permanently wet? They're not the ocean. They're not a body of water. They have water sprayed into them, holes in the bottom of the bin so that the water drains out so that it can't puddle.
You can just tell.
Oh, no,
you've
no,
been
no,
a
no.
single man living on his own. You need some woman
Listen,
amping up your laundry.
I am proud of my laundry schedule because what I'm not saying of me putting it away. I'm saying of how I do my laundry. So I, through time, take clothes off that are dirty, put them directly into the washer. So that way
Wash your jeans.
I wash them.
I really
Because
wish,
I forced you.
No, you did not.
I pretty much guilt tripped you, didn't you?
Erica,
Yes.
I saw his house after you cleaned it,
Yes.
and I wish you would have taken a before and after photo.
Were you impressed by my cleaning skill?
I was impressed.
Thank you, Tyler.
It was like Mount Everest around his washer and dryer.
And I did like 4 loads that night. I'm not
To be
kidding.
fair, I will say that most of those looked like they were his daughter's clothes.
Yeah.
So I can.
That was. What I do. So I take off my underwear, go to take a shower. Underwear goes directly into the washer. Or if I'm cleaning, it goes in the hallway into a pile, and then I grab the pile, take it to the washer.
Where's the laundry basket in this scenario? That's what those were invented for.
I don't have a big enough house to have just a dirty clothes laundry basket.
But a pile of dirty
But I
clothes
have a
is
small
okay.
enough house that I can just walk it into the washer.
Your bedroom is a very big bedroom.
Shut up.
All right, one more irk each. We'll do 2 each.
I'm not
Oh, you're not
done?
done defending yourself?
I'm not done defending
He's
myself.
not done being offended.
I am. Oh, now I'm offended because I don't get offended. I'm offended that you would think that I get offended. Anyways, I am proud of my washer dryer cycle because once the washer gets full, I run a load, put it in the dryer, then it stays there and I pull out of there. I just do. That's how I am.
Are you okay with me?
Changing
Taking
that
up-
100%. I don't care about that.
God.
That's single me with a kid every other week. That's how I do it.
I'm single me with 4 kids. I figured it out.
Yeah, with 4 kids. Also, you don't rewear clothing.
That bothers me. He rewears clothes. He's like, oh, I've worn
Yeah.
this for 3 days. It's okay.
I don't wear it for 3 days straight.
You will literally wear a shirt, put it back onto the pile, and then wear it like 2 days later. You didn't rewash your shirt?
Correct. Yeah, if it doesn't get dirty, why?
You put
Why
it on
would
your
that
unwashed
matter?
chest. Gets dirty.
We're not talking about
Just
the
kidding.
cleanliness of a chest again.
I'm
Because
just
let me
kidding.
tell you something.
I like picking with you.
Tyler, you do the same thing. And
It's
you
so
know
fun.
it. And you know it because I called it out yesterday.
But first of all, that was an exterior shirt. I wear an undershirt with everything that I wear. Right now, I'm wearing an undershirt with this hoodie. I was wearing a button-up shirt. To be fair, no, because that shirt was washed on Monday when I wore it yesterday.
All right.
But
Well,
I will give you the fact that I wore that on Saturday
Yeah.
and I wore it on Sunday. But it's a button-up outer shirt, so it doesn't get as
Okay.
dirty because it's not touching my skin.
why? Listen, again, nobody complains about my
To
cleanliness.
be fair, I'll wear the same jeans for like a month
I've-
straight. So
See?
I've complained about your wrinkliness
I
since the beginning. I
don't
don't
care about wrinkles. I don't get why people care about
okay,
wrinkles.
do you agree with me that wrinkles on a shirt and clothes makes you look frumpy
No. They
or
make
unkempt?
they make clothes specifically to always be wrinkly.
But when it's not supposed to be wrinkled,
So what? They do. Oh yeah, there are clothes. There's fabric that
it looks like
I
it's been
own
in a
numerous of
drawer.
those shirts where it doesn't matter what you do to them. They're meant to be wrinkly.
So you have no problem showing up somewhere with a wrinkly shirt on?
Like in a job interview, that's what I'm thinking of, like a wrinkly dress shirt.
I wouldn't go to a job interview.
I would
in a
understand if you
wrinkly dress shirt.
showed up to GameStop to a job interview in a wrinkly shirt. 'Cause
It depends on where I'm. If I'm just going to the store, yeah, I don't care if I have wrinkles.
But you don't care about wrinkles all the time.
That's true.
It's
But
not just going
but
to the
so if I'm dressing up, if I'm like dressing to look nice, then yeah, I'm not gonna wear a wrinkly shirt.
listen,
It's not like all my clothes are wrinkly.
baby, I'm gonna help your dryer game, and it'll help with the wrinkles. And you
Running-
won't even notice, but I'll notice.
I'm gonna help your money game because running the dryer every single time you want to de-wrinkle a shirt is not a good idea. And
You
no matter
dry it
what,
and you put it.
Erica, Rachel, and I are with you. I de-wrinkle shirts in the dryer every day, so that's
Thank
fine.
you. It's 2022. You got to get with the program, baby. There are other mountains to climb. Than
All
the
right, I'm gonna be
defluff.
the mediator in this. Danny, what irks you about Erica over here?
You said I do them.
you don't rewear clothing.
It irks you. that
I
I'm looking?
recycle my clothes for numerous reasons. One, if I wore a shirt for a very short amount of time, if I'm putting on a shirt to go drop PJ off at school, come home, because as we established, when I'm home, I'm in my underwear. Right?
Yeah.
So if I put on a shirt to take PJ to school, take it off when I get
No
home,
pants though.
put it right, put it back on to go get her, and then come home and shirtless. Yeah, that shirt's gonna be worn on a different day. You know why? Because I haven't done any. I have you on airplane mode. I haven't done anything in that day to ever make it dirty. Just because it touches my skin, which I keep extraordinarily clean, does not make it dirty.
Now. You make it extraordinarily clean now.
I've always made it extraordinarily clean. I am a germaphobe to a small extent, not a
You're
full
mad
blown.
that I wear clothes one time and then wash them like a normal person?
Correct. Because baby, there have been times that you put on clothes, come to my house, and then you'll be like, I don't have anything to wear. I'm like,
Because I wore that all day at work.
you are working in an office.
It's still on my body and collecting my sweat. And my
I'm
Why are
gonna
you
give-
sweating in an office?
I naturally sweat as a human being.
I don't.
I'm gonna give credit to Dan on this one. If the only article of clothing that I could change would be my underwear. If I can't change my underwear, I freak out. I can rewear socks, I can rewear t-shirts, I can rewear.
Yeah,
But
same,
I
but I'd rather
can't.
not.
Yeah, I know, but I can't wear the same underwear.
I can
can't
wear the same underwear 2 days in a row.
I don't believe in the whole turned inside out.
No, I don't either.
Hunky dory.
But so I am, once I shower, it has to be new underwear. Even if I only wore that underwear for 5 minutes before I showered, I have to. So no matter what, when I shower, new underwear, period. Doesn't matter what time of day, doesn't matter what day. Even if I showered at night the night before, put on a new pair of underwear, woke up the next morning and showered, still gonna be new underwear. What?
I was just gonna make the comment that even though you have somebody else sitting in that chair, you still make eye contact with me the whole time
Well,
you're speaking.
Because you and I were talking about underwear. Anyways,
Okay, Erica, one last irk of Dan's for you.
Oh, you have plenty. I'm a misogynist.
Oh,
Come on.
Did you bring that up? Why did you
I
bring
brought it up. Hey, you know why? Because
All right.
I am so.
All right, I wasn't going to bring that up.
I am so confident that I'm not a misogynist.
there
and
we
you
go
know I'm
again.
not.
He knows everything.
He knows
He's
it all.
right
Dan
all the
knows
time.
Dan knows all.
If I can't be right
Detective
about
Dan.
myself, then I can't be right about anything.
Okay, I didn't want to be on the podcast, but sure. I brought up that it bothered me that just a few times, few too many, in my opinion, to the point where I had to bring it up, that it bothered me. That you downplay women a little bit. That women have it easier, women have it better because of X, Y, and Z, and men are always victimized. And it's like, wait a minute.
I didn't say always. I never said men are always victimized.
I'm literally putting it all into one category and just summing it up.
So to be fair,
And he defended himself, and I said, okay, just maybe reword what you say
Yeah.
then.
here
And that's it.
here recently,
And we're fine.
men have been trashed on by women a lot. I see posts almost on the daily talking about
Oh,
women, like not caring about men's mental health and kill all men, stuff like that.
Well,
It's the new trend apparently.
It was more, well, it has nothing. It was more
So-
specific to our conversations. I was like,
Right.
wait a minute. You cannot tell me how I should feel as a woman when you are a man.
Well,
And
I've
just
never.
like I cannot say how you feel as a man because I am a woman.
I'm pretty positive I've never tried to tell you how you can feel as a woman.
Women have it easier because you can do X, Y. It's like,
Oh,
whoa.
You want to get into the easier talk? Listen, we can break down the easier talk. The fact is when you break down scenarios, you can never blanket say it unless you have days to set up where you break down the scenarios and then tally the totals. You cannot just say one person has it easier because it all, again, when it comes to like the entire process of birthing a child, the woman has it way harder. Period. Just period.
Well, we never talked about that.
Yes, we have.
I mean, to be
It's
fair,
always, that person's a bad
you
driver,
wouldn't
must be a woman.
know because you can't birth the child.
Well, I know for a
obviously it's
fact.
harder for them.
You're right. Technically, I can't ever truly know, but I'm pretty 99.9 to the
Okay.
infinity positive that it's harder to give birth as a woman than it is as a man.
Even though you're right in this scenario, it's like, okay, the sex topic. Women, I can go into a bar and get laid, no problem, but men have it harder. And I'm like, okay, but then women have to be sexualized. I have to worry about, is my cleavage out? Are these pants too tight?
Okay.
Is this man looking at me? Okay, he's kind of standing too close. Oh, but I could sleep with him. That's a win-win. No.
No, but
I have
see,
to deal with the creepiness.
here's what you're doing though. What I do is I talk about a single scenario, and then you say, yeah, but that scenario doesn't matter because what I want to talk about is this scenario, thus making the other scenario that you're talking about not matter.
We never talked about that other scenario.
Yes, it is. That's the problem. It's two separate scenarios.
I'm
you
giving
wanna talk?
Tyler and
No.
Rachel an
If you want to talk
example of
about
an
how
actual conversation.
right, but if you want to talk about how easy it is for a woman to find a sexual partner, it is significantly easier for a woman to find a sexual partner. If you want to talk about is it easier for a man or a woman to deal with being sexualized or to deal with being demeaned sexually, it's way easier for a man.
No,
but that's two separate scenarios. You
saying-
can't talk about one and then say the other one is the justification.
I'm saying the reason you think it's easy that women can get laid easier
Yeah.
also comes with the hardship of us constantly being sexualized.
That doesn't matter. You're still two separate scenarios. You're talking about walking around day to day, but I'm saying if a woman wants to be sexualized, just like
I don't wanna be.
if I'm not saying you do. I'm talking about a hypothetical scenario. A man and a woman walk into a bar. They both want to have sex. It is significantly easier for that woman to have sex with somebody.
Because she's sexualized because men want to see her boobies.
You gotta be kidding me. You're still talking about a separate scenario.
Am I really?
Yes, because
Yes!
what he's talking about is the woman is going in there with the intentions of being sexualized.
Correct. They both want to be sexualized.
Not that Erika
Oh.
You-
Well, I'm talking about women because you.
But then you can't change. When I bring up a topic and a scenario, you can't bring up something else that you don't like to counteract what I'm talking about. That's like me saying, wow, it's really hot out today. The sun's really beating down. You're like, yeah, but at nighttime, it doesn't. And I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what I was trying to do. Stop yelling at me. Holy crap!
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Erika and Dan segment of the show.
That's not what I was. That's why I didn't want to bring up that
a bit.
I know, but I like these talkings. I like these
I
talkings.
don't because it made you yell.
I'm not really mad at you, baby.
There he goes being a misogynist.
All for the content.
Elevator music while magic happens.
All right. Hello, honey.
Hi.
So you and I have no problems, right?
Nope. We're perfect.
We're perfect together.
We're a perfect couple.
Erica and Danny need some relationship
They do.
counseling. I think they.
Y'all
they-
need Jesus.
I don't think they got enough off their chest there. So what? What? Hey, stop! There's a hole in my sock. Don't show the people my feet. Okay. What irks you about me?
No, I want you to lead this. I want to see how spicy it's gonna get.
You okay? I'll get real spicy.
Yeah?
I hate that I am a movie guy. And hold
I'm
on, listen. I hate that I'm a movie and a TV show guy. And I want to spend time with my wife and watch movies and TV. But every time it's like you hear the intro of a movie or a TV show, you immediately close your eyes and you're snoring through the thing.
Well,
That's why. Why do you do this to me? And then you want to sit back and complain and say, you don't spend enough time with me. You're always playing video games with your friends.
I would like to point out that I do watch TV and movies with you. We just got done watching 3 Christmas movies, and every time we eat dinner, we watch at least an hour of TV.
Okay, do you want to explain that I had to stop the Christmas movie last night and we had to finish it before we came here?
It was 10 p.m.,
And you,
if not later.
you swore up and down, I can get through it. I can finish it.
It was
We were-
9:20 at that
we were
point.
20 minutes into the movie.
Mhm.
I heard a snore come out of you.
I made it a full 20 minutes. That's a lot longer than the intro.
To be fair, I'm the Rachel in this scenario, but
Yes.
I do love watching movies and TV shows, but I do tend to fall asleep.
Very quickly. But I'm usually right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm not a TV and movie person. I've always been a book person.
No,
And it's not like he just cracks open a book next to me and reads with me. I'm the one who has to submiss and watch his TV shows or watch his
Reading-
movies.
To be-
Reading a book together is not spending time together.
How is that not spending time together? How is that not quality time if we're both sitting on the
Are
couch?
we reading the same book?
No, but we're sitting on the couch. We're being cute, being a couple, spending time together.
Yeah, I could do that while you read a book and I play video games.
Yeah.
That's true.
How is that different? How is that, like, why is the movie and the TV show, like, superior in this situation?
Because one's unconscious.
Because it's something that I like to do. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to get through with you, but you can never make them through. I always have to sacrifice what I like to do so you can get your beauty sleep.
I'm sorry, I wake up at 6 a.m. and I don't want to be up till 3 a.m. watching TV like you do.
Boo-hoo. All right. What?
Listen, to be fair,
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair,
to be fair, reading books next to each other and watching a show together are two very different things.
It is. But books are what I like to do. But he won't do that with
from now
me.
on, listen, we'll just crack open a nice, fresh Bible and we'll turn to the same.
I would love to see you read your Bible.
We're
We're not getting into that.
Oh, she said you ain't a Christian, right?
Reading the Bible all the way through makes you makes you a Christian or not.
The deciding
just-
factor, the single
All
and
I have
only
to say
thing.
is I like the fact that we all know the Letterkenny reference. Just
Yes.
put it out there. Okay, what irks you about me?
What irks me is that at the very beginning of our relationship,
Here it comes.
This is the problem with women.
the very beginning,
Very dancing.
when we moved in together and we were divvying up who would do what chores,
Oh gosh.
you decided that you would do the dishes because I don't like doing the dishes and I would do the laundry. You got mad at me because I wouldn't shove my like extra food or whatever into the trash can, I would just set it in the kitchen. I have since fixed that problem, and then you still yell at me about it, and now you leave food on your plates and put them in the sink.
Wait a second. I think the real problem here is that the dishwasher will be empty. And I said, why can't you just put it in the dishwasher?
The
And
dishwasher
you
is
flat
never
out-
empty.
Hold on. And you flat out told me, because that's your job.
I did that once.
But this doesn't
And the
seem...
dishwasher is never empty. I never make the assumption that the dishwasher is empty because you never unload it.
This doesn't seem like a me problem.
I agree with Rachel. It seems like a you problem.
You also complain about how I do your laundry. And then, like, you don't tell me what you want done differently, but you just yell at me about your laundry not being done right.
Listen, we need to state the fact that I don't yell at you. I have yeah.
We all know that it's a lie. You do yell at me. Go
No,
on.
no, you have to clarify. Listen, I don't need the internet hating
Okay,
me because
I get passive aggressive snide comments about how
No,
I do the
I don't.
laundry.
I just get frustrated. I don't scream and yell at you like some abusive jerk. That's not what I do.
You can yell and not scream.
Just keep the bruises hidden. That's why you're wearing your long pants today. Just kidding. I don't yell at you. If I yelled at you, then you can say I yelled at you.
Hey, Dan yelled at me and we got it on the podcast.
It's true.
That's true. I don't yell like that.
You do not yell at me like that.
I did not yell at you.
I get passionate.
You know how spicy I would get if you yelled at me.
I get passionate.
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 Anything else
Oh, come
wrapped
on.
into
No,
that?
that was a 2-for-1. So,
Tyler's turn.
your turn.
So you already did your two?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was a 2-for-1.
You know what irks me?
What?
The fact that you just willy-nilly pick up animals out of parking lots and you just bring them to my house and you say,
One
hey,
time!
and you say, hey, I picked up a dog. We have a problem. I picked up a dog. I talked to my boss. I'm gonna go put him in the cage at our house. You could have just let it back out of your car.
I wasn't going to leave him in the parking lot.
Well, you could have taken him to the shelter.
No.
Dog.
Oliver.
Oliver,
He would be.
our border collie dog,
Yep.
he was a puppy-ish.
Kind of.
He wasn't a year old yet.
No, he's between like 6 months and a year old.
Yeah, he wasn't a year old yet. And Rachel picks him up in a Walmart parking lot.
Sure did. And I'd do it again.
And now this dog won't leave us alone.
No, he
Her
loves us.
specifically.
He loves us. We're his people. He
That's-
was abandoned in a Walmart parking lot. How low can you get?
That's what pets do, though. I mean, you kind of get them so they don't leave you alone.
All I have to state is you told me the next pet we get, I get to pick it out.
Mhm.
I get to name it. It could be the animal I want. And yet we keep getting these animals that I don't want.
I did not go get him. He was acquired.
He came to me.
That was different. I did not pick him out. He was chosen for us. And that was
It's
right
gotten
after
to the
Callie
point.
died. And it felt like God really put him in our lap. So don't you
Whatever.
come at me.
So it's gotten to the point where our friends' children have stated, why didn't Rachel just go take him back to the parking lot?
That's because you say how much you hate him all the
I
time.
don't-
You do.
Stop putting
all
those
the
words in my
time.
mouth.
How many times has he said that he's hated Oliver?
Couple times.
So many times.
It's not just Oliver. I passionately dislike Darby too.
Oh.
She keeps peeing on the floor.
She's an old lady.
No, she's spiteful. She's a spiteful witch.
You know what she does? She hates being in her cage.
She
So
does.
all through the night, she'll just sit there and ram
She
her
just
face into the
slams
cage.
her body into it.
You put her in the crate overnight?
Yes,
Yeah.
because she pees on the floor.
Nope.
I mean, it's fair.
You would put little lady in the crate and hear that whining over the snuggles?
Danny put Darby in her crate.
No, I
Not
put Oliver
once.
in the crate.
Not once
Crate.
did she sleep
Then
overnight. in the
why
crate.
was her cage a mess?
Because I would put her in there to leave, and then she would make a mess.
I didn't have the.
That's
heart to put her
right.
In the crate.
All right, what's your?
You got to.
She's so sweet.
She's spiteful. She's mean.
So what's your second irk?
I think she was too afraid to really mess around with my house.
Yeah,
She
That's
was
fair.
constantly afraid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
well, yeah,
There's
she doesn't.
So many animals. And
Well, she also doesn't know who you are at all.
Yeah.
She loved me.
But she's never met you. Like she's
never like spent time with you.
Yeah.
Like when she goes to my parents' house, she knows exactly where her spot's at, and
Mhm.
she just rules the roost.
She does.
Going to your house, she's like, "I'm a stranger."
She's no longer the alpha female.
No,
No,
Prudence
she was not. Yeah.
Prudence made that known within 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, Darby's usually like the alpha female. She takes over. So
Yeah.
having her being knocked down a peg might have freaked her
More
out.
vulnerable.
Prudence humped both your dogs.
Oh yeah, she did. She mounted them.
She's just a little old chihuahua, and to assert her dominance, she humped them both. Humped them
Well,
real good.
real good.
I mean, nothing was accomplished besides just stating her
well,
dominance.
the look on Darby's face.
Well,
Oh, she
yeah.
probably felt
She
real
went-
violated. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
if-
she
Are
hates
you
it.
lost?
All right, what's your second one?
I am going to go with your emotional driving.
Emotional.
gosh.
damage.
No.
Emotional damage.
Whoop,
This man.
crossed into racist.
That's what he
I
says.
know, it's a joke.
No. Your driving fully depends on the mood that you're in. Fully. If you're tired, you drive slow. You will not drive the speed limit. I've seen you go as low as 20 under the speed limit because you were having like a somber conversation or you were tired. If you're angry, you're doing 20 over and you're like weaving in between people and super reckless. I'm like, I'm gonna die. And
Stop
you'll do it.
making me angry in the car.
It's not always me.
Yeah, I can't deny that one. That I can't argue back on that
That's
one.
infuriating. And
That
then
was
you're like,
true.
why is this guy riding my butt? And it's like, you're doing 20 under, honey. Like,
Well-
he just wants you to do the speed limit. That's why he's on your butt.
Or when he's doing 20 over, why is he on my butt? Well, he's a cop with his lights on.
Like, please pull over. We're gonna get shot. Like,
I can't argue that one. You got me there.
it's infuriating.
But that's also a learned trait.
It is, because your dad did that all during vacation, and that was also infuriating.
Listen, you wanted to drive with us.
It was better than the children.
Okay, well, thank you, honey, for this event. Oh, by the way, you got to see our ladies for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Now the internet's going to be questioning, what do we do to get some hot pieces of booty like these girls?
I was attractive 4 years ago. I
still
I
find
weighed
you attractive.
175 pounds. I actually had muscle, and now I'm 260 and fat.
Sound
So,
Attractive
funny.
is what you're
huh?
saying. Funny.
What did you just say?
I said I'm funny.
That's your only redeeming
I,
quality.
No, what happened is she made me fat
Ah.
pumped
because
you up.
we would go to IHOP at 11 p.m. at night, and
11
also
and PM?
no 11 p.m. and then also eat pizza every night. And she said that I was not comfortable to cuddle, so here I am,
He was not.
squishy and better to cuddle, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. You only
When
have
you
to
let
die
me.
10 years sooner.
Yeah, right.
There we go. I have my arm around Tyler for some reason. You can't see it, but he can feel it. This is the height differences.
Oh, you stand up.
Yeah. Shortest, tallest.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a perfect bar.
Yeah. Yeah. We're a cell phone tower or cell phone signal.
All
That's
right.
what we are.
All right, now you guys can slap.
All right. I'm sure you've seen on TikTok or Instagram or whatever different reels where people do the Tortilla Slap challenge thing, where two people have a mouthful of water and they slap each other with tortillas till one person eventually spews it. So Tyler and I are going to be doing that. We might even invite the ladies. Are you eating just tortilla? So we're going to be doing the Tortilla Slap. We got the extra big tortillas. So that way,
That, as Erika has tested, rips super easily.
you want it to rip.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
If
I got
it
a
didn't
question.
rip, you would be hurt.
I got a question.
All right.
How wet are we gonna get here?
Hopefully not that wet.
Okay.
I'm not planning on spraying these.
Because here's the thing.
I'm gonna try my best when I do spill water. If I do spill water, I'm gonna try my best to not just spray it on you. I'm gonna look away. You might want to move your shoes
But here's the thing.
or wear them.
This is the problem, okay? You're downward.
I
of
know.
Me, I'm upward of you. So my trajectory of water is gonna go right in your face.
Just don't angle it to the camera or the microphones. A little bit. Got
Swallow it.
See, I'm really bad at these challenges.
You want a mouthful.
How full your mouth?
Not very full.
See? You can just swallow it and eat a mouthful. You're gonna pee again. I think I can do it. Start slapping.
Listen! The women are being punks. Please don't spray me. I'm very upset.
You want a mouthful like him? Yep. You want it full like, yep.
I'm gonna take my glasses off. Hold on. I tried to breathe while taking a sip.
I tried to do a basic thing.
Now I feel like I'm gonna poop.
Really, we all need to take a restroom break.
Okay.
Did you just fart? That was across the eyes!
Ow! That hurts so bad. I'm sorry, Daniel.
Your cheeks aren't full again. Are you crying?
I had to.
Spit it out immediately, you know?
Okay. All right, for real this time.
I swallowed because you know what? How hard is it for you to just put some water in your mouth?
It's really hard.
Welcome to Tyler's first day on Earth.
Y'all keep making me laugh.
Dehydrated podcast.
And I keep farting.
Really
I know you keep farting. You slapped me and then you spit out the water.
Because it was so funny, I wasn't expecting you to be gargling as I did it. Okay.
And I didn't even spill.
Okay.
Fill up those cheeks, boys.
Those tortilla slaps hurt.
You're supposed to rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses slaps. That was one slap.
What game of rock, paper, scissors have you ever played where you go when you lose?
Because you slapped me out of nowhere. You had one coming. What do you mean? You slapped me.
Slapped him before.
Because he wouldn't drink his water.
It makes it easier if it's rock, paper, scissors. You just sniff the tortilla. Don't fold that. Stop!
Keep it inside.
It started coming out my nose. I couldn't stop it.
Oh.
I kind of want to see Rachel and Tyler do it too.
You want to do it, Rachel?
I'll do it.
All right, you and I go over.
Yeah, we'll go one more time.
Just let it go. It's so uncomfortable about your nose before you lost.
Oh, that's funny. I can count to two. Very Mario.
Tell me you can't play this game at all. You're so bad. You slap me and then spit your water out. You don't hit. I just win and I giggle a little bit and then you spit your water out.
I can't control the water from not coming out my nose.
Okay, Rachel, your turn.
Oh, great. Shit.
Now we're tied.
He's full.
water out.
It hit the ceiling.
Where'd it go?
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh.
I did. 'Cause she spit her water out.
Oh. It was the fact that the tortilla broke and then she spit the water right in her face.
Barely creases.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Erika, do you want to do it with me?
Sure.
All
All
right.
right. I don't know who won that one. That was just
Rachel.
entertaining.
Rachel won. I think. I don't know, actually.
Stop. Hold on. Erika.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ow. It hurts. It hurts. No, I didn't spit it. I swallowed.
That counts.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Is this his?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I tried to swallow it. I pee a little. Because we did the same rock, paper, scissors like 10 times in a row. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So we've been recording for well over 2 hours already, and my computer, my actually 1 terabyte storage, ran out of space. So, just so everybody's clear, I won. Does anybody disagree? I won. I won. I didn't face off against Rachel, but I won.
I think Rachel won just for the move she pulled, slapping me, but not really slapping
Yeah,
me.
but then she spit out.
To get the
I
real
never
winner-
spit out.
To get the real winner, you and her would have to go. So
I know, but I never spit out.
Yeah, Dan wins, whatever. He knows everything. He's. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today.
That is the end of the Danger Toast podcast.
Forever. We're never coming back. That was the last one of all time.
So that's not true. I am the 2 for 2 challenge winner.
What was the first challenge?
This hot soup challenge, last episode,
That doesn't count because the other ladies weren't here.
or 2
for it.
episodes ago.
You see, you're doing it too.
It doesn't matter if the lady, that was a challenge and I won it.
Anyway, so if you made it all the way this far, welcome.
Yeah, and thank you, by the
Thank
way.
you are true dedicated listeners.
Yeah, and we appreciate you really hard. You know, we put a lot of time and energy. I think we say that every single episode. So please, if you enjoy it, share it. like it, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps us out.
And rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
Yeah. Yeah, any listening app, rate us and give us good ratings. But tell your friends, tell your family.
Make sure you have the little bell ring so that way you always get notified when we release an episode on Wednesdays.
That's true. Every Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. That's our time.
Start your morning off with us, Dan and Tyler.
Your morning breakfast show. The most dangerous. Oh, I'm sorry. The dangerous show on podcast on the internet.
When you cut your mouth with bread.
That's right. Anyways, we love you guys.
It just sounds so dark. Stay dangerous, folks.
Stay toasty, my friends.
Bye.
Bye.